we will now finish with our last speaker, a young Palestinian, our beloved Siham, who works for the medical field, and obviously we will remember all, as she will, all the paramedics, the people who were working hard to save the injured, and yet they were killed in cold blood. Not even killed, they were even buried in their ambulance in Rafah a month ago. Put your hands for Siham again.
I really contemplated whether to wear my scrubs today. But these scrubs are not only a symbolism of care, but it is a symbolism of something much, much greater. It stands for unity and humanity, and a moral duty that transcends borders. This is Dr. Hussam Abu Safiya, the director of Kamal Hospital, Adwan Kamal Hospital. He is a living testament to the duty. He refused to abandon his patients to the very last minute. This was the last time Dr. Hassan was seen in public, outside of the hospital, surrounded by rubble, surrounded by tanks, behind a destroyed hospital. He has been detained without trial or charge, subjected to unimaginable cruelty, in a military detention as we speak, beaten, shocked with electric sticks, blows to the chest. He is suffering from a medical condition called cardiac myopathy. This is an enlarged heart, a form of heart failure. And he has been denied medical attention.
Shame! Shame!
Shame! This is not just an attack on Dr. Hussam. This is an attack on medicine itself. These methods of torture, they're not new. This is what the occupation does to Palestinians. In the past 48 hours alone, the Zionist entity has intensified its bombings during the night, in the middle of the night, without a stop, without a pause, including the bombing of the European and Indonesian hospital. The medical field is weaponized, just like in history's darkest moments. Palestinians have had their organs stolen without consent, from their bodies, without the consent of their families, without dignity.
Shame!
The Israeli authorities are refusing to return the bodies of the dead for the grieving families, which is a violation of international law, for the Fourth Geneva Convention. What we're witnessing right now is a Holocaust, a live-streamed Holocaust made possible by the world's most advanced technology. And yet, the silence is deafening. This is not just a theft of land. This is a theft of lives, the theft of bodies, the theft of dignities. Famine is ravaging over Gaza. Children are starving. Malnutrition is spreading at an alarming rate. Airstrikes after airstrikes. No opening of borders for the humanitarian aid. The cancer hospital in the last 40 hours have been targeted and now completely out of service. This is our moment for our moral compass to be tested. We are not here to ask for sympathy. We are here to demand justice.
Yes! Justice, justice, Palestine!
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 This movement is not born of pity, it is born of principle. It is the rejection of Zionism, the ideology built on ethnic cleansing, apartheid and genocide. Justice is not charity. Our dignity is not negotiable. Liberation is not a distant dream, but a direction on a path that we are already walking on. Not granted by the mercy of the colonizers, but built by the strength and the resilience of the people.
Yes, yes!
One day the Nakba will die. One day the Nakba will be the day of remembrance. Not just the pain of loss, but the victory of freedom. Yumma, this is for you. This is for Sito. This is for Zido. This is for all my family. One day Zionism will be nothing more but a dark, distant memory. shouted, "Victory to the resistance! We will resist, we will resist, and we will continue resisting until the Zionist entity has collapsed. And Palestinians have the right of self-determination. We will continue resisting until every single Gazan child and every single Palestinian is living a free life in a free Palestine. Free, free! Free, free!
Can you please once again put your hands together for our beloved Siham? Let me share something with you. Isn't she fantastic? She was nervous before the speech, but there is no need. You were awesome. Thank you very much. Siham reminded me, her presence reminded me that we have a lot of students with us, and we would like to give them a massive salute. The students in Sheffield University, Sheffield Town Hall University, they are doing a great job. So salute to the students, and we thank them for all what they're doing. And I would like to appeal to you to support some of the students. I don't want to mention names because they don't want their names mentioned, but some of them are facing court charges because they stood up for Palestine, and they deserve our support, and we will support them. And we have a commitment to support any student who stood up for Palestine. This is disgraceful that the government is even bringing charges against them. They should be bringing charges against the genocidal criminals in Israel, not the students who are standing for freedom. Guys, I just would like, I was inspired by Abdullah. I remembered another, we'll finish now, but because of the Israeli lies, Abdullah told us a statement about the 1948, and because of the Israeli lies, and one of them is Palestinians left their homes voluntarily, waiting for the so-called Arab armies to come and kick the Jews out, which was a total lie. I was privileged to interview a father who was 4-month-old baby, and he told me the story that his mother told him, and he's the father of Mustafa Awadallah. Mustafa came here in 2005 with the Dabka troop from Jabalia refugee camp. Mustafa Awad, his alias was Shakalala. I don't know why, but Shakalala. So his name was Shakalala, and his father told me that 4 hours after his family were forced to leave their home, the mother remembered that they left his father in his bed at home 4 hours because of fear and bombing and killing. They ran away. Everybody thought that Mustafa's father was with somebody. They forgot about their child. That was the level of horror that was inflicted on the Palestinians. The other historical lie which we'd like to finish with, and please remember my words because they are lying through their teeth. They said we only fought when 7 Arab armies came to kill us, the Jews in Palestine, which is a total lie. On the 15th of May, by the time the so-called 7 armies, which totaled in number, the maximum estimate was 29,000 from 7 countries, while the Zionist militias were 64,000 under arms and 32,000 reservists. So that is the first lie. By 15th of May, 400,000 Palestinians were already displaced and forced out of their villages. That is a massive lie which must be encountered, which we must face it. Every time they say we only fought with the Arab armies. No. Long before, 8 months before the 15th of May 1948, they were ethnically cleansing Palestinians. It's documented by Avi Shlaim, by Ilan Pape, by many good Israeli historians who are anti-Zionist. So we are facing these lies all the time, and we must continue to face it. I stand here humbled by your presence. I stand here really happy that I repeat that all of us from all different backgrounds, religious, non-religious, everybody is here from all ethnic backgrounds to say that we are standing for justice. We'll continue to fight for Palestine, and parallelly we'll fight against racism, we'll fight against Islamophobia, we'll fight against anti-Semitism, which we all believe shouldn't exist. Racism shouldn't exist, Islamophobia shouldn't exist, anti-Semitism shouldn't exist, and we are strong in this. And I would like to say that The Palestinian cause is no longer the Palestinian people's cause. It has never been the Palestinian people's cause. It's the oppressed people all over the world's cause. It's the cause of you. Because what we are facing is attack by the imperialists, the capitalists, the colonialist powers, which have a project that is called Israel in Palestine to continue, as we saw earlier with Trump milking the Arab Gulf countries with over $1 trillion, $700 billion in one visit. This is why we are standing together against all these oppressors, all of these multinational companies, against all people who exploit people all over the world. And we are united under fighting for Palestine. Remember that. It's not our cause. It's everybody who's fighting for freedom's cause. And we stand here with our heads held high, and we say, we stand for freedom, we stand for justice, we stand for Palestine. Thank you very much.